in the world?
We're riding to a gathering of King Wenceslas's supporters. If fortune favours us, the future fate of the kingdom will be decided there.
If we keep standing around here gabbing about it, it'll be decided without us.
Patience, my friend. This pair have just returned from the clutches of the enemy. No doubt they have something to tell us.
Like how in the devil did you manage to escape?
I was helped by the Ruttard family, the former rulers of Malkov, in exchange for dealing with some trouble they had with Ulrich of
Vavak? But he's the ringmaster.
He might be wrong. It comes to light that he's been putting his sticky fingers on the royal silver.
It seems you've been pretty busy.
But don't forget to say what you found out from von Bergov in Malashov.
Sigismund has been the council. Alex will be there too. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important announcement there.
He's got a nice time for it. But at least he won't be sticking a note in what's going on around.
Can we go to Raborch with you? We could certainly use a drink, a bite to eat, and a comfortable bed.
I wish I could say yes, son, but the city council assembly is a big opportunity. Young Lord Capon will go with us to Rabosh. You'll have to return to the city right away, and try to worm your way into the town hall.
What? How can I get in there? I can't just walk in off the street.
You've got the dirt on Vavak, and you don't know how to use it. Just tell him either he gets you into the council chamber, or you get him on the gallows.
It's worth a try, right?
I hope that assembly really is important. If Sigismund is just going to announce an increase in taxes, there's not much point in my being there.
Well, at least you can enjoy watching the long faces of the councillors when they hear it. And don't worry, I'll eat and drink in Raborch on your behalf.
If I come back and find you there under lock and key again, I'll leave you to rot.
Take it. I will go as well, and I will not let your friend out of my sight.
Hans? Who's this?
Vaclav Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, at your service.
He was a captain of Lord von Bergov's like me. He defended Kuttenberg against Sigismund.
In that case, he'll be a welcome guest at Rabosh.
You don't know what you're promising, Baron. Watching Sir Hans is a job and a half.
The main thing is to watch out for yourself, Henry. As soon as you can do so without raising suspicion, come and join us.
But now we really need to hit the road.
Safe travel, Henry.
Adieu et bonne chance.
And to you. Hopefully we'll meet soon. I ought to go and see Rosa when I'm in town. No doubt she'd like to know how it went with that book.
God! God!
I'm going to see the Mint Master. May I enter?
Any fool could say that. What do you want from him?
I have an appointment with him.
All right, go ahead then. But don't waste too much of his time.
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly, and I reckon you can help me.
The assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king.
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell the truth.
Well, I just want to climb the social ladder a bit. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
And could you not choose a different occasion for that?
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
And how about a few groschen to seal our fruitful relationship?
Oh, worse than a horse dealer. Have it your way, then. You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is Zum Eisernen Adler.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
You can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
I'll be going then. See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
Excuse me. Praise God.
One beer.
What can I do for you?
I need a bath.
It'll be this time here.
To my rooms, prepare me a bath, and wash my clothes, please.
Excellent. Stay up and we can get started.
I'll gladly pay you.
Wonderful. You'll see. You'll be happy to come back here.
I bandaged that wound for you, sir. I apologize.
Nice rest. And my secretary. I tried to persuade you to give the church money for painting.
Easy.
as he should be. A miracle. A miracle.
Really something.
For you know, just have to take something on me. Then she started drinking concoction. Yarrow, sage, and no, belly like a
All it took was one deduction.
what? How? Wife's help, baby. That's joy and happiness in this day and age. I mean, some say bring children into this godforsaken mess. Well, it's practice. There's always a woman on the you know, baby's born. How do you have any young?
I don't want children.
Don't? Well, I don't know if that's the right choice, my friend. Without children, life is so empty. Children are our joy. When they stare up at you with those barely seeing eyes, and when they grab your finger with their tiny little hand, you're hooked. Hooked for good. But what am I babbling on about? Every fellow has to discover that for himself. Well, you take care for now.
You too. And watch your step if you want to get home in one piece.
Well, sir.
Easy, good boys.
Like to... Surely you can wait a while. I have a customer here. Here you are. The finest, intricate work. You won't find the likes anywhere else in this town.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. Thanks. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks. And you impatient fellow, what was it you wanted?
You must be trying to cool down.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you were supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine while I run around like a bugger with pictures so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
I just had to get in there, understand? I have an important message for the king. To get to him.
Why would you want to get to him as a waiter?
Maybe the whole council is mixed up in it, so I have to be incognito. See?
All right then. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that? no need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll look better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly or get it covered in shit.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not.
Swears, quality goods.
Linen canvas. Softest linen canvas. Come and buy the finest canvas.
Come and take it.
Fine wares here. Quality merchandise.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming. What's wrong with him?
He crippled his leg. He can't even stand up. Never mind serve guests.
Is it serious? That's all we need. I need to find a new waiter.
It won't come to that. It just looks like a twisted ankle. A few days and he'll be right as rain.
All right. Well, I suppose we'll just have to manage with you for today. We can't be without a waiter here when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You know a good waiter by his properly seated cap, and you don't have one at all. Without a tunic, you're no royal waiter, just a common alehouse boy. And have you forgotten your hat? I can't let you into the chamber without them. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. The royal waiter's livery has strict rules. So get changed quick and come back on time.
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap. Without a tunic, you can put your steel aside and you don't want to be dragging the royal waiter's livery.
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. poser. You can put your steel aside. You don't want to be everything. Do you know what your duty for an inexperienced greenhorn like you? It'll be a great responsibility.
I'm no greenhorn. I have plenty of experience. Long ago, I poured wine for the Archbishop of Mainz.
Oh, I see. Forgive me, but allow me to give you one piece of advice. Sir Adam of Zarjitz will be among the guests. Don't pour wine for him. Otherwise, he'll get drunk and disgrace us all in front of the king. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all, not some street gossip monger.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary. You'll manage it, right?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here.
Our current buff in the arsenal is a joke, and on top of that, the army was requisitioned from it. Should the town reserve weapons that any harbor in the domain? Why are you getting at, Elvis? I'm saying that the bandits who freed him, the dry devil, used that thing. That hacking bishop. Can you believe it? You're the one who know what they thought. Since you're a government, what do you like?
But where can we get the
Ulrich's house. Stolen. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find it. Again. And don't you make a mess. Understand?
Sir.
Come back straight away.
Have you forgotten the black? A great many people died needlessly. Are you questioning God's plan? The black death had nothing to do with unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on there.
Keeping the city clean is important. We don't have money to spend.
So?
We did. That's right. Here it is.
That's loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
Finally, as the trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it. A trifle. You never walk the streets.
Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we could do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up. What nonsense! Next, you want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything will be free.
Don't put words in my mouth. Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. I got word that Gunnar was pulled up under the deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way. Wait until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunnar absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Oh, what have you got to say about it? Well, I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm speaking about the Rutines. Where weren't you? Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutan? Besides, his men attacked ours, as I heard. Then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? He's nothing like Rutan's truth. In this case, it really was nothing. So everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead. That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutan was in trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here. That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon. Unless he puts an end to us first. Who's what he wants to tell us?
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
I'm sorry, Andrew, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth?
Are you accusing me of lying? Those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything.
Why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
I'm not keeping anything from you. Truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Rutan and I had a little disagreement, but we ended quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If you really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword fighting school brought this custom to us. That German men is just hanging around the market looking for trouble.
Don't be ridiculous. And to accuse Swordmaster. Did you count those winged figures? And you counted correct. Here you are, so you can have a bit of fun in the evening too.
A cup of wine. Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
What would that be?
Like,
That you'd like to have your own altar there? So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. The gate and the side gate is mine.
Hey boy, he's all cup of monastery wise. At least 2 steps behind.
Swordsmith dares to insult me.
You wanted to buy yourself an altar in Cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this arena.
I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not so like it to the army. It's okay. Hey, boy, there would be different monastery out there too, from sailors on Oprik. What near you wells? Those Kessler's officers, of course. People from the open or to open wars.
Not long ago, the guards made it and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I what do we have to discuss next? Oh, I doubt it. No one could attack a wizard.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
This man of fives!
see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
Now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to the flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
What? Drop the subject. Know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Rabbi, you say? Gutenberg rabbi?
Yeah, he came with retinue. But for now they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure, but I suppose I can try. Who's that?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old me.
Can I trust him?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Gutenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Oh, until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get low wenches and wake up in the morning with no hose and head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten you're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And dull.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin, but I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests.
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't stop with that. I'd like to stay clear of the young lad as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
Not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
All need to help each other in this time of need. Why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to land to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust him. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
I reckon the two of you would hit it off. He's reliable and has his heart in the right place. For a young stripling, he's been not so long since his parents were killed in scouts. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
A blacksmith, you say? From Scallis?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world, for our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me up.
Was the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobila, Henry's real father.
Don't care if he took care of 20 other mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
There will be more suitable times.
Good health. Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Chevalier d'Arezzo, the last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
No, and I'm glad to meet a new friend.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. Are you right? How did you end up imprisoned in Malachov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gutenberg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Ah, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farm hands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
My last big battle was in Kosovo.
I've heard of this battle. Many great men fell there.
And it was there I decided it was nothing for me. So I settled down in the presbytery in Ujit.
Then, what are you doing here at a meeting of opponents of the crown?
The Lord moves in mysterious ways. You say you're a poet?
How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Rabbi, is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here will me.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I'm operating, as they say. Incognito. The great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but slowly.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame?
A few well-planned raids, and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whoreson won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
End with nothing.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Good health, and to years. Could it have gone any other way with so many of it? I expected a bit more sense from Jobst of all. He made an amateur's mistake, but it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein, and you must be Godwin, the son of... That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that? I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you to be quite useful to me gathering. That's so. Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you. As it happens, I've got nothing better to do anyway. Excellent. I expect we can
in a military camp like you knew either. That's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. The plan to work, we need allies, their money, their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before you asked?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. We find support and make it like the whole thing was his idea. We'll all win.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as
why are you doing all this anyway?
because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths, and also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you. What exactly?
I'll give you 3 names: Wojciech of Kunstadt, Amnalda, and Anna of Valchkin. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
Tell me a bit more about those people. Dealing with it.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Wojciech of Kunstadt. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
The alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
Still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Gutenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guild and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich miner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I'm quite surprised to see her here. Essentially, about
a male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got cause, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade, and she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her, and that it was thanks to her that he died too.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome, because it would mean slow but certain for all of us.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Success to our plans.
heard about keeping the spoils of war so much? Another war wouldn't suit you so well, would it? All right. Now you can't stand the sight of us. But we were good enough to do the dirty work for you. I didn't come here to argue with another queen.
God thank you, my friend. Greetings to you, friend.
To take your horses up. Keep them as good as you say.
For yourself.
You see them. You guessed?
I wanted to... you wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave, or to arrest my guests.
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize
for interrupting our conversation, or just for being you. Is that your... Speak up then. What are you doing here?
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long to get him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sasau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again.
Try saying it again a little louder. He might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're a shit father as I am a son. We've nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
Dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough. You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel. in Buddha. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war, right after they kicked me out of the archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that
Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember in the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
First time he took me hunting. He starved for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got stopped.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until it threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Walder.
Aye. The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important, considering you and Walder are both pretty small players. After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Walder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. You'll have to trust me and tell me what it's all about.
Alright. You heard Bill's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army back.
No one's going to take hold, because that would be an action of rebelling 6 months.
Older comes on cloud with the councillors and burglars who were loyal statesmen. If he agrees, he's going to follow.
I expect I'll not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave it all to me. The plan sounds sensible, and
thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Hard for me to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother. With you, there's something I'd like to ask of you.
Be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support and your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to
muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
Should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Liechtenstein's behind it.
I know most of the people here very well. Many of them certainly have doubts about the Margrave's plans, but they wouldn't dream of stating them aloud. While it seems that Lord Liechtenstein, on the contrary, sees his opportunity.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine, and beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average, the cooks lack imagination, and I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to hardly more effectively defend this.
Nothing more? That's done plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk? It's not only money you're interested in, you're only able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan, Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favour in return.
something in particular in mind.
One of the guests here has something that she could get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
documents I'm supposed to switch. What do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy. And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
Have you fallen out with the town councillor?
Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the house of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give her...
Alder will surely have papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Watch yourself. Odorin's groom has eyes everywhere.
What brings you here? Greetings. What do you need?
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But running around here must be a pain in the arse, no? You might get thirsty.
Not really. What of it?
Left something behind in the shed and now I need it. So would you let me in?
Is that so? And what are you after there?
Wine for Alderman Alder.
Wine? Like there's not rivers of the stuff all around here. Stop drinking and don't bother me. And if
I just need to get something. You know what?
and what
Not a sausage.
well.
Paper from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
My lady, with all the... Here they are. You're welcome. Thank you.
But let's drink.
How could I refuse a toast with such a
Success of our...
You seem a bit out of sorts.
I'd be happier if they just told me in the morning how it all went and what my boys have to do now.
Metal.
Oh, haven't heard anything interesting here?
Let's hope Lord Capon manages to stay free for a while longer. Ever since leaving Rattay, he's gone from one pile of trouble to another.
That's one thing you can always count on him for. I'll gladly wait. You'll be like so much, but like thanks for having you. I'm sure you will need me to express yourself.
need guarantees of security. You can talk. I have a lot of pride. I can't risk. So you guarantee if I succeed. Maybe.
How about young?
He's a youngster.
Maybe you're right. I reckon he's not ready for marriage yet.
No man of any age ever is. But it's especially true for young rascals like that one. On the other hand, the law may be.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our life.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, the kingdom will not.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damn place. The subtle bat stands over two young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
You're going to get married.
Good. Is she at least pretty?
I don't know. I've never seen her.
You're really embarrassed. Wait till Hannah hears this. Now, enough nonsense. Let's have a drink to your health and my freedom.
Lord Capon is going to get married. Just you misunderstood my meaning. I was the one who arranged the betrothal with you. Why did you marry my ward? With who? Sir Butcher, Lord and here. But you conniving old bastard. Believe it, so young man is to marry Kunstadt. Please, you're serious. I'll make sure that you couldn't make the habit of